see you. So this is a very spontaneous, quick broadcast. I wanted to show you the inside of an observatory if you've never seen one. This is where I am at the moment at iTelescope in Siding Spring, New South Wales in Australia. And it's rather exciting because there are so many telescopes. We had an open day recently, and there was a lot of excitement because people always said, well, why do we need so many telescopes and what do they all do? So I'm just going to wait a bit, and then I'm going to see if there are going to be some online, and I'll answer some of your questions as we go. But I'm looking right in the back. I'm looking at the observatory. I've actually got a gimbal here, so it should be fairly stable. And good to see you. Just say hello. And so we are already one day ahead of the US at the moment. So it's about just past 11 a.m. I know in the US and Florida time it's quite late. Hi Cameron, hi, very good to see you. Very nice. Okay, so I'm inside an observatory. Wait a sec, I just have to make this straight. Let me just get this back. Okay, here we go. That's it now. I think it's better now. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to just flip the camera and I'm going to walk you around. Hi Susan, good to see you. Just one sec. Let me just see if I can flip this. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, now it's much better. So let me just see if I can straighten this. Hi Mary, good to see you all. Okay, so I'm inside an observatory. This is really exciting. So let me just show you what it looks like when I look outside. So as you can see, we got bright sunshine at the moment, and that's the fence, and usually the evening here is full of kangaroos. The kangaroos at the moment are, hi, Nicole's there, very nice. So Nicole, you can see that, I don't know, what time must it be on the East Coast? Now it must be very late for you. So we are quite a few hours ahead. And hi Dana, it's Dana. I got your name right. Isn't that amazing? I'm capable of learning. So that's what it looks like. You see lots of eucalyptus trees here, and so that's the observatory when I come in, and we're going to walk inside now. So you see lots and lots. Oh, it's only 9 p.m. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. It's only 9, so that's perfect timing actually, and I'm very glad I can do this. I hope you can hear me okay, because I got an external mic on, which should make it a lot better, because we have quite a... Hi Mary, good to see you. Very nice. Jackie, great to see you. Hey, it's wonderful to have all my friends here. So, 8 p.m. for you, Susan. Yeah, that's good. Well, that's actually a very decent time. So this is actually the best time to do this. So what you see here are lots and lots and lots of telescopes. So it's quite a lot. Cameron, the asteroid dragon, right? So you can see what we have here, and I'm going to make this really simple. We have lots of telescopes, and they're used here. You can use them from the iPhone or whatever, and they're all looking in a particular direction. And you can see they're small telescopes and they're very large telescopes. So the smaller ones that you see here are called refractors. A refractor is made of glass, and they usually, I'm just going to go in right up. Let's see if I can get, yeah, I can go and show you. You're looking right into the refractor there. It's quite high up, but I've got a very long arm here. My own long arm plus a gimbal. And typically they use Takahashi's, and then you can see there's a massive camera here at the back. Hi, Idora is also there. Now you just came on time, isn't it amazing? Anyway, happy birthday to you. I know Idora's just had her birthday, and I think it was a big success, so that's great. So you can see that's a huge camera here with a huge filter wheel, and they're used, these huge filter wheels are used to make different colors. It's because the colors are very different. Yeah, happy birthday to her. So the colors are very different. So they use these to take wide fields. Typically comets and so on are taken with this. And then you have these very big telescopes also like this. This is called a reflector. And I'm just going to put my camera right inside so you can do that very carefully. Let me just do this very gentle. There you can see it's a massive reflector. I'm looking right at the mirror now. So I'm holding my hands up about 8 feet now. And carefully going down again. So that's looking right into a huge mirror, and that's typically done for large, for objects that are further away. Do they put your camera where you want? Yes, you do it yourself. You do it yourself. That's exactly right. So you can, Dana, you can rent a telescope. It's like driving a car. You don't need to know a lot about the technology. All you need to know is in the car is where your brakes and your accelerator is, and it's the same here. So we have these images that you can click on, and then this telescope will automatically point there and take pictures for you. So you just have to tell them how long the exposure time is, and there are values that are known, and then you can take beautiful pictures, and you own these pictures, and you rent the telescope by hour. And that's what a lot of people do because they enjoy that, right? You can see again, yeah, it's very interesting. And you can hear there's a lot of noise here. Listen. You hear those fans? Those fans are to cool the whole system, because in summer, I mean, it's springtime now in Australia, it's springtime, and in summer it gets very hot. You probably saw that most observatories look white from the outside, right? They have the white color. Why are they white? Because white reflects best. You would say, well, that's stupid. Shouldn't an observatory be dark or black? Yes, if you could, it would actually be black, but they painted white to keep it cool. And you see that massive roof. It's the biggest a rollback roof in the world. It rolls back and it opens. Well, I wish the Chicago Planetarium. Yeah, Susan, planetariums are different, right? Planetariums are there where people sit and they get these type of views. So a planetarium is different. This is a real observatory, right? This is a real observatory. And just before sunset, this massive roof opens, and then the temperature gets adjusted of all the telescopes to the ambient temperature. And then, soon after sunset, people start observing. And I'm actually looking here north. That's the north wall. In Australia, everything's upside down, so the sun is at the highest point in the north, whilst for us in the northern hemisphere, it's the highest point in the south. So the sun goes the wrong way from our perspective, right? They have telescopes too. Okay, they do. Well, that's fine. Although it must be difficult in Chicago because they have so much light pollution in Chicago, right? So it's much better to go to Arizona or to Texas or to other parts that are much, much darker. We have the same in Vancouver. We have terrible light pollution. And then we have these incredible signs. I mean, if you really want to see how complicated things can go, look at this. This is a science telescope. I can explain what's going on here. Just very briefly, they can do planetary imaging here, so they can look at planets. That's a planetary camera. Then they can look at wide field, and then they can look at the colors of stars. You see, that's looking at the colors of stars, all from the same system. So a lot of wires coming down really complex systems. So that's, isn't that so, Dana? It's very surreal, yes. So you get incredible levels of complexity, and this is a privately owned telescope, by the way. It would be too difficult to run this on a public because you need to know quite a lot of background in order to operate it. But you can see the level of complexity gets quite severe. So if we have a look inside here now, I'm going to just, there we go. Now you can see it looking right down the mirror. There you go. I think the Northwestern might have telescopes, right? Impressive, isn't it, Nicole? I know you love astronomy. So, and then sometimes we have to repair them, right? Because we run telescopes, we run so many telescopes, they often break down because there's no other observatory that runs so many telescopes as we all the time. So sometimes we're waiting for spare parts, and the main telescopes all come from the US, actually. This is plane wave. We have a lot of plane waves. They're in California. So all these are so-called plane wave telescopes, right? They're very reliable. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. Welcome to Australia, New South Wales. I'm just showing them the wonders here of telescopes. Do researchers use these? Yes, they do. Jackie, we have education programs for universities, Harvard, MIT, schools, everyone. Most of them use our telescopes also for research. This is amazing, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is. So the answer is yes, we have education programs for universities and for schools. Schools use them to learn, just to learn about the beautiful universe we have, and universities do serious work with this. Very serious work with our telescope too. So we have all kinds of different levels for using that, right? It's quite nice. Australia, yes, we had an open day, and I actually gave a talk here at the open day. I was invited, an invited speaker, and I was talking about these images I take, which you may have seen, these beautiful images you know, of the Milky Way, the march of the Milky Way. So I showed them here how to do it. So yeah, that's basically it. Hi, look at that. Hey Kit, you will remember this. You'll remember this very well. Doesn't this look so familiar? Kit has been here. Can you believe it? She's been here. Oh, that was so nice having her. Now I'm all alone here, walking around. Yes, Kit, and you know, Kit, I wanted to say that to everyone. Take a look at the kangaroo clip that I just put up. So go on Zasaphoto YouTube, which you're on now, but look at the kangaroo one, because it's such a drought here at the moment. We have an incredible drought, so the kangaroos find it more and more difficult to find water. And Pete, my friend, you know, who's the observatory manager here, he puts a large bowl outside and he gives them water every day. And look at that clip, you will see the kangaroo was following me last night. It was a large male following me and looking for water, and it was virtually 6-7 feet away from me, Kit. Can you believe it? And look at the clip, and you can hear it's drinking water and drinking and drinking. Well, you know all about fire and heat and how horrible it is. Well, that's the same here in Australia, right? It's really difficult. It's drought is becoming a huge global problem. You have global problems with you love the kangaroos. Yes, I know. And you took so many beautiful pictures, Kit. So if you just look at the clip, it's only 30 seconds. Maybe you've done it already, but it's really quite amazing, right? And in the evening, it's full of kangaroos here, and they are becoming quite tame because they're just looking for water. So yeah, and we got lots of birds. You know that, Kit, right? Got lots of birds. Just give you a quick look outside. This is what it looks now. So it's just, I think it's getting sort of till 11:30 a.m. So we're already a Monday morning here. We're far ahead of you in time. This is sad. Yes, I saw the kangaroo. They were amazing. Yes, they are. They are. Yes. And you can see lots of eucalyptus trees here. And usually I can't go too far away because otherwise I'm going to lose the internet connection. But yeah, it's a typical very nice sunny day here. Yeah, so I can't broadcast in the evenings here because it's too early for you then. So this is about the best time for everyone, right? So I'm going to leave tomorrow. I'm going to go to Sydney and then going to go to Melbourne. If I can do broadcast from Melbourne and show you a bit of Melbourne, I will certainly do that. Okay. Dana, yes, I loved it there. Bucket list for me, yes. Well, you know, you're very welcome. Thank you, Kathy. That is so kind. Thank you. You know, that's so nice because I have a lot of roaming costs here and you're helping me. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate that. Koala bears, you know, Susan, that's a great question. They have koala bears here, but I have actually never seen wild koala bears yet to date. They are not easy to find, and they had a big fire here in a few years ago, and I think a lot of koalas may have left the area too. The kangaroos definitely came back, right? So yeah. So but anyway, if you ever want to join one of my classes, Kit can tell you how it is. I take lots of time for people to enjoy themselves. There's lots of good food. And the next masterclass I'm giving end of March. And I limit it to 4 people. And yeah, I really do my best to make it very pleasant for you. Do they grow sugarcane in Australia? You know, Dana, you're asking a question I'm not exactly sure. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer. I'm going to ask some locals here. I have not seen any sugar canes. I've seen some blueberry fields and so on, but sugar cane, I don't know. I don't know. I will find out, okay? I'll find out. So sugar cane is a question I do not know. Great adventure, isn't it? Yes, you loved it, Kit. Well, you were wonderful to be here, really. So that's on my list. I need to find out. I need to find out about sugarcane, and I will. I got lots of local Australians here that I can ask. Okay, so let me just flip the camera 1 second. Let's see if I can manage this. There we go. Now I flip the camera. You can see I'm very well. So it's fairly cool here, but very pleasant weather. It's very similar to, I think, a bit warmer now than when you were here, Kit. So it's quite it's actually very pleasant here. You can see I'm very well. I'm full of energy as always, and I'm very glad to share my adventures with you. Okay. I will go up. I haven't seen any wedge-tailed eagles so far, but I'm going to go out a bit today and maybe I'll spot some. Okay. So good day, Jackie. So looking forward, Christian, as always. Okay, well, thanks. I'll try and do my next broadcast from Melbourne. If I have time, I will definitely do that. Okay. So I'll be back, and it's wonderful to see you all. Nicole, I have to remember all of them. Susan, Dana, Kathy, Jackie. Who else did I see? Kit. Gosh, I could go my long memory list now. I'm sure I left someone. I saw an asteroid person and so on. Yeah, I saw a lot of you. Anyway, so if I left you out, that's not personal. It's just my memory, okay? Don't lose your drone. Yes, I flew my drone. I've been very good. I don't fly in... I don't fly in wind anymore. I learned something, okay? Okay, well, thanks for being with me, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's already Monday here, and you can see Mondays are also okay, yeah? So anyway, wonderful to see you all. Let's see if I can stop the broadcast as usual. I'll try that. And thanks a lot, and thanks, Nicole, for being there, Kit, Susan, and everybody else. Yeah, and do look at the drinking kangaroo that I put on. Just have a look at it, and put a comment there. I'm always happy if you put comments there. It really makes me happy. Put thumbs up and comments and so on. That just keeps, it keeps the morale going. And thanks again, Kathy, for the kind donation. Okay, take care. Thank you.